Now then, people, it's Joe, it's All Leeds TV, and it's time for your Leeds versus Fulham pre-match chat. I seem to be spending all my days in this room at the minute, but the content continues to come out for you, and I hope you're enjoying it. Please smash a like, share, and subscribe, and keep it locked to All Leeds TV. We've got an exciting new feature coming tonight called Before the Whistle Blows, where we'll be having a look at the upcoming Premier League fixtures, what our thoughts are, what our predictions are score-wise. And we'll also have the debut of All Smart, Aren't We, with the lovely Danny. So make sure you check that out, guys. And of course, it'd be lovely to see you there. It always is. The All Leeds TV fan faithful are up there with the best, man. Leeds. So let's talk about Fulham then. I did a pre-match yesterday with Farrell Monk from Fulhamish podcast. If you haven't checked that out, please check it out. It'll be on YouTube now. We dissected Fulham, their business, what his thoughts were ahead of the game. For me, there's not going to be wholesale changes from that lineup that run out 3-0 losers against Arsenal at home, and I didn't really rate Fulham at all. Tim Ream, he's not a Premier League centre-back, regardless of him being a servant at Fulham. He's not a Premier League centre-back. Michael Hector disappointed as well. And look, the team's not going to be that different from when we played them at Ellen Road. Yes, we went that Craven Cottage. Yes, we lost suspect penalty, but I think we showed our class against Fulham in that second half. At Ellen Road during the running when we put 3 past Fulham. And hopefully we'll see a similar sort of performance, But let's not forget that Fulham did dominate a lot of that first half without actually, managing to score. But what can we expect from Fulham? A position of contention is going to be goalkeeper, of course. Rodak, I believe, player of the year last season at Fulham. But they have brought in new goalkeeper Areola from PSG. So it'll be interesting to see who starts between the sticks. Right back, Kenny Tete, again, been at some top clubs, the likes of Ajax and Lyon, and he comes into this Fulham side. I do believe Ream and Hector will start at centre-back. Left full-back, a position of contention for me. Obviously, they brought in Robinson from Wigan, was nearly on his way to AC Milan if it weren't for the ticker or the issue that they found with the heart, or Joe Bryan. Now, Joe Bryan's a bit of a hero at Fulham, obviously, for what happened in the playoff final. But I see that as an area that Leeds can get at. We've seen that, if you look, 2 of our goals in that second half came from that side. Sometimes he finds himself out of position, and we can get round them in that respect. We've seen it before. We've seen it on Saturday against Liverpool, the way we isolated and dominated Alexander-Arnold, and I expect a similar sort of performance from the wingers up against Joe Bryan. So will Parker go with that tried and tested, or may he, throw in, new signing Robinson? Reed and Anguisi as a double pivot, and just in front Tom Cairney. We all know about Tom Cairney, although he's sort of not the same player that went up with Jokanovic in the Championship for me. He's never really hit the heights of that season. On the wings, Cavallero, Knockout, could we see Cabano? And of course, the returning Mitrovic starting in the Premier League. We need to be aware of Mitrovic, as we all know, and I think it'll be quite the baptism of fire for Robin Koch. I do expect same lineup for Leeds United. The only change will be Liam Cooper will be alongside Robin Koch, and Cooper's going to have to guide Koch through this game and just fully explain to him what he's in for with regards to Mitrovic. Quite a change, different type of attacker, going from the likes of Mane, Salah, Firmino to now Mitrovic. Full faith in Robin Koch, and with that added height over Ben White, maybe he can do a little better, because we all know that balls are going to come in from the left and right looking for Mitro. A player that I want to pick out is Anguisi, or Anguisse. Farrell mentioned him yesterday in our pre-match chat. A player that was sent on loan last season, obviously following their relegation to the Championship, and someone that they've brought back. He spent time at Villarreal, 36 appearances in total. I believe he's played in a Europa League final for Marseille as well. And he was someone that was picked out by Farrell. So it's someone we need to be aware of, because we all know about Harrison Reed's capabilities. If we've got someone alongside him, Anguisi, that's up there with the likes of Harrison Reed. The way Farrell was, glowing about him is one we really need to keep an eye on. So we need to be mindful of that threat. From a Leeds perspective, as I've said to you, lineup will be exactly the same as it were. The only switch for me will be Cooper coming in for Pascal Struijk. And we need to win this game, both sides, Fulham and Leeds. I look at our next fixtures and think, right, okay, if we don't win this, we've then got to go away to Sheffield United. And then we've got City and Wolves, which are going to be very, very difficult games. Very difficult games. So we need to pick up points. And I'd said prior to the season starting, Liverpool was a bit of a free hit. I looked at the next two fixtures, Sheffield United and Fulham, and thought we could arguably get 6 points from the first three, which would be absolutely huge. And we need to start with a win against Fulham. Do I think we'll get a win? Yes, I do. I think we'll operate the same as we did last time, maybe even sit in for a period of time and then look to counter Fulham when the opportunity arises. And we know that we're lethal on the counter. We have been since Bielsa came in. And Harrison and Costa look to me after one game that they've already stepped it up a notch. They already look on another level. And Patrick Bamford, the same. So I expect us to win the game. And that's not arrogance. That's just confidence. And I have every right to be confident. Look at the last fixture at Ellen Road. Yes, we're in a totally different season, but the teams haven't changed that much. Fulham haven't changed that much. The new signings haven't had a lot of time to bed in. We may see Tete, but other than that, it's people that they've had at the club before. Maybe there'll be a switch at goalkeeper. We'll have to wait and see. I know this is last season, but Fulham have lost 8 of their last 9 away Premier League games. I know it's a brand new season, but it's relatively the same squad for Fulham. Nothing much has changed. Not huge on the business, if I'm being totally honest. No one excites me. It's a bit like West Brom. Is it the arrogance, of a Leeds United fan that we're coming up and everyone's gushing at us? We haven't changed our squad all that much, but we've got Bielsa and they've got Scott Parker. I'm not a big fan of Scott Parker. He talks about scripted and patterned movements down at Craven Cottage. It wasn't so scripted and patterned in the reverse fixture, was it? And of course, you got an easy penalty down at Craven Cottage. So we'll have to wait and see. But I think Leeds can win the game, I do. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win. I think it'll much go the same. They might have periods of possession, but I think we'll catch them on the counter, and hopefully we will. And I'm going to go for a 2-0 Leeds United win. And that's it, really. Nice, short and sweet for you. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe. And make sure you tune in tonight for Before the Whistle Blows, where we'll be having a look at the Premier League fixtures, or a section of Premier League fixtures during game week 2. So make sure you join us for that, and I'll see you in a bit. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds!